As the Dark Academia playlist on the channel crests over 30 videos, one thing that I realize we haven't really talked about very much is the idea and the process of how someone comes to something like Dark Academia. Welcome to Strip Cover Lit, where we squeeze the bigger picture out of literature. I'm Adrian Fort, and we are here for a video which will appear in two separate playlists here on the channel. Number one being the poetry discussion playlist, over 800 videos strong. But number two is the Dark Academia playlist, a playlist that is now over 30 videos strong, exploring the themes, the aesthetic and ascetic that is Dark Academia. The poem in question today is known as Rhapsody on a Winter Night, or a Windy Night, pardon me. Rhapsody on a Windy Night. And here's what I will implore you to do. This is a very visual poem. This is a poem that I think you can be in the text. You can live in the text as the speaker, maybe more so than most poems. And I think that this is part of the process for Dark Academia that might be necessary. Rhapsody on a Windy Night by T.S. Eliot. So, if you can, close your eyes and just follow the story as I read the poem. 12 o'clock, along the reaches of the street, held in a lunar synthesis, whispering lunar incantations, dissolve the floors of memory and all its clear relations, its divisions and precisions. Every street lamp that I pass beats like a fatalistic drum, and through the spaces of the dark midnight shakes the memory as a madman shakes a dead geranium. 1:30. The street lamp sputtered, the street lamp muttered, the street lamp said, regard that woman who hesitates towards you in the light of the door which opens on her like a grin. You see the border of her dress is torn and stained with sand, and you see in the corner of her eye twists like a crooked pin. The memory throws up high and dry a crowd of twisted things, a twisted branch upon the beach, eaten smooth and polished, as if the world gave up the secret of its skeleton, stiff and white. Broken spring in a factory yard that clings to the form that the strength has left, hard and curled and ready to snap. 2:30. The street lamp said, remark the cat which flattens itself in the gutter, slips out its tongue and devours a morsel of rancid butter. So the hand of the child, automatic, slipped out and pocketed a toy that was running along the quay. I could see nothing behind that child's eye. I have seen nothing in the street trying to peer through lighted shutters, and a crab one afternoon in a pool, an old crab with barnacles on its back, gripped to the end of a stick which I held him. 3:30. The lamp sputtered, the lamp muttered in the dark, the lamp hummed, regard the moon. La luna negarda alcun ransoon. She winks a feeble eye, she smiles into corners, she smooths the hair of the grass, the moon has lost her memory. A washed-out smallpox cracks her face, her hand twists a paper rose that smells of dust and eau de cologne. She is alone, with all the old nocturnal smells, that cross across her brain. The reminiscence comes of sunless dry geraniums and dust in crevices, smells of chestnuts in the streets, and female smells in shuttered rooms, and cigarettes in corridors, and cocktail smells in bars. The lamp said 4 o'clock. Here is the number on the door. Memory. You have the key. The little lamp spreads a ring on the stair mount. The bed is open. The toothbrush hangs on the wall. Put your shoes at the door. Sleep. Prepare for life. that last twist of the knife. Prepare for life, and all the way up here. So prepare for life being, by the way, that last twist of the knife. This tells us that the speaker here is not content in his life, in her life, in the life they lead. Then we have the fatalistic drum. That fatalistic drum and the life itself, these are the same thing, I think, for our poet. What we have here seems to me to be someone who is searching desperately for meaning in their own life. They do not find it at work. They do not find it in their day-to-day goings about. They do not find it in any of the normal creature comforts that are offered to us in a modern society. They do not find meaning there. They do not find purpose there. This is, I think, one of the motivating factors for someone entering something like dark academia, a period of life where they are secluded with purpose. Purpose and meaning don't have to be the same thing, but I think that oftentimes many people find purpose in their meaning and meaning in their purpose. They do, for most people, at most times, go hand in hand. And I think that what we have here from the poet is this longing for meaning, this longing for purpose that drives a lot of people into something like dark academia. I think, however, that this is a stage that many people find themselves in life where they're searching, but they don't have any sort of groundwork with which they might work. Our speaker here is simply wandering in the middle of the night, wandering at the witching hour. Our speaker here is walking about the town, just observing things. Pardon me. This will only pacify for so long. I think that what dark academia really is the search and journey for meaning, but after a point, it becomes execution. It becomes defining what that meaning and purpose are and diving deep into those things which might unlock meaning, those things which might unlock purpose. Our speaker here has not found that. And what I would suggest, really, as opposed to this sort of meandering about, is to try purpose. And maybe you'll get to a point where you realize that purpose is not for you. That is not what it is that fulfills you. And then you have to move on. You have to find another thing, and you have to nail down what that thing is and drill down into the core of it. I think that on many levels, our speaker here has not... I think that on many levels here, what we have is a speaker who is not willing to make that commitment. Making the commitment to a purpose, to a meaning, and exploring, because it's a lot of work. And you can waste a lot of time that way. You can waste a lot of vital sort of energy. I don't get the sense that our speaker here has youth on their side. And I think that's what perturbs a lot of people in this journey, in this search, is that they don't have youth on their side. They don't have the benefit of time. But I don't think that that can stop you. I think that what you have to do, maybe you come to meaning and purpose late, but that cannot perturb, that cannot set you aside from the mission of finding purpose, the mission of finding meaning, and then the mission and purpose of execution. What is it that drives you? What is it that you want to see? What is the change that you wish to instill in the world? Our speaker here has not found that. Our speaker here does not seem to be particularly in search of that purpose, simply in search. I think that is a dangerous place to be to wander without meaning, to wander without the will to execute, because I think that's how you become wayward. That is all I have for this poetry discussion. If you like or appreciate what it is that I do here, hitting the like button really does help me out, as it tells YouTube to share this video with other literature lovers. If you find yourself here by chance but not design, literature is the only thing I talk about on this channel. Dropping multiple videos every single week. There's poetry every Monday, and as always, I hope to have you back for the next one.